Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Checks and Balances TV. Today's program is entitled, Does Your 401k Plan Got You Down? Don't Stop Believing or Putting Money Into It. So let's see how today's news may impact your financial future. According to a recent report by the Profit-Sharing 401k Council of America, 2 out of 5 employers who suspended their matching contributions to their 401k plans during the height of the recession have reinstated them. And that number could double this year if the economic recovery continues. However, many employers who are reintroducing their 401k matching programs are doing so with some modifications to its matching contribution amounts. Okay, so what's really going on here? Let's check the facts using our checks and balances process. In 2008, at the height of the recession, many employers discontinued their 401k matching contributions as a means to trim costs without having to lay off any of their workforce. According to the Profit-Sharing 401k Council of America, about 20% of U.S. employers with a 401k or profit-sharing plan either reduced or suspended their contributions to the plan during 2008 through 2010. Major employers such as Federal Express, MGM Resorts, and GM are a few of the corporations that put their 401k matching contributions on hold. Now it appears these temporary cuts are coming to an end for many of these employers. However, while they're reintroducing their 401k matching programs, they are coming back with some modifications to the former plan. Prior to the recession, the typical 401k benefit had employers matching 50 cents of every dollar their employees set aside in their retirement accounts, up to 6% of the employee's annual salary. Now, most reinstated matching plans have a yearly cap. MGM Resorts, for example, stopped matching contributions to employee 401k accounts in 2009 and 2010, but has since reinstated their matching program with maximum of only $500 for the year. UPS reestablished their matching program, but set a cap of only 2% of the employee's annual pay. Okay, so now that we've checked the facts, let's balance this news using our checks and balances process to determine what action you should take today. Cutting back on 401k plans was the lesser of two evils for many companies who needed to save money and cut overhead in 2008. Whether they chose to limit enrollment, decrease the company's match, or discontinue their plan altogether, they did so to try and avoid mass layoffs. However, as a result, employees who were enrolled in 401k plans became very discouraged with continuing to save for their retirement. Not only did their employers pull their matching contributions, but they also watched their account values decrease with the drastic drop in the stock market. As a consequence, many employees stopped contributing money to their 401k, electing to keep more cash in their pocket each month. And some even began pulling money out of their accounts, despite the possible penalties and taxes owed. And when it came time for some employees to pay back the money they had borrowed from their plan, many were unable to do so. With unemployment rates in some states reaching all-time highs these past couple of years, the most disturbing trend associated with 401k loans is the rate at which employees defaulted on their plan. According to Aon Hewitt, the global leader in human capital consulting and outsourcing solutions, nearly 70% of contributors who lost their jobs have defaulted on their repayment of their 401k loans and have incurred penalties that have dug them even deeper into debt. Please keep in mind that a 401k loan must be paid back in full within 60 days of separation from your job, or else you will end up paying fees and possibly a 10% early withdrawal penalty if you are under the age of 59 and a half. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? For those who have a 401k plan, it's important to remember the ultimate purpose of this retirement account. It is not intended to be a slush fund or an emergency savings account. Your retirement account should be set aside and put out of mind to use only in your retirement. In order for it to truly work for you, you have to take care of it now. It really is your responsibility alone to see to it that money goes into it on a consistently monthly basis. And it's your responsibility to review your plan each quarter and make sure your money is allocated appropriately for your current situation and age. When the market took a sharp downturn in 2008 and about $2 trillion was lost in retirement accounts, if you were quickly approaching retirement, your investment should have been invested more conservatively. And as far as borrowing money from your retirement plan, you're really only hurting yourself, especially if you end up not being able to pay back the loan and have to default on your plan. Don't cheat yourself out of financial security for tomorrow for a little extra cash today. Do what it takes to keep your retirement dreams alive. And now for Matt's weekly financial tip, tool, or technique. Whether you have a 401k plan or not, it's important to understand how retirement accounts work, so you're familiar with the many advantages and some of the disadvantages. The 401k was put into place as an alternative to traditional pensions in 1981 by the IRS, who allowed employers to set up a plan for their employees who wanted to have automatic deposits deducted from their paycheck into an account to help them fund their own retirement. Typically, employees can start withdrawing money from their 401k account after they reach 59 and a half years of age. Although there are a few exceptions, pulling money out early causes a 10% penalty tax. With so many different rules and regulations regarding a 401k, it's important to stay informed. So here are 4 keys to keep in mind. Key number 1, take advantage of free money. While many companies stopped offering a 401k match in 2008 and 2009, an increase in corporate profits has seen some of them reinstitute their plans. If you are currently not contributing to your 401k, you should start contributing at least the minimum up to the company match. After all, it is free money. Key number 2, automate your retirement account. While your contributions will typically come out automatically each paycheck, make sure your retirement account is set up to rebalance automatically every quarter as well. This includes both your current portfolio allocation and your new contribution allocations. Key number 3, reallocate your investments as you get older. If you're nearing retirement, be sure your investments are allocated more conservatively. Dollar cost average out of the market. Or in other words, begin to reduce your exposure to equities by allocating a higher percentage of your funds into safer, less risky alternatives. And key number 4, traditional 401ks versus Roth 401ks. Many companies now offer employees the option to choose between a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k. Both have their advantages and drawbacks. But the good news here is that you don't have to choose one or the other. You can contribute money into both each and every paycheck. As a final thought, would you like to know how your 401k provider stacks up? Check them out at www.brightscope.com to find out. Brightscope is the leading independent provider of free retirement plan ratings. In this week's CBTV poll, we're asking Americans an important question. How are you planning to use your 401k savings? Log on to answer this poll at www.checksandbalances.tv. And while you're on the site, be sure to request our newest free report in our Truth About series. And it's on the truth about investment fees, loads, and charges. This special report reveals many of the fees charged with most investments today and how these costs can affect your overall return. And finally, remember that only you can control your financial future. You can succeed. You just need confidence and determination. I'm Matthew J. Reddick from Checks and Balances TV. Until next week, dump debt, invest wisely, believe in yourself, and make it happen.